The Assassination of John F. Kennedy by Colin Burke, Grant Murray, and Liam Kelly.
John Fitzgerald Kennedy was the 35th President of the United States. He was born on May 29, 1917 in Brooklyn, Massachusetts.
Kennedy was married to Jacqueline Bouvier. Kennedy was in office from January 20th, 1961 to November 22nd, 1963. His vice president was Lyndon B. Johnson. Kennedy was a practicing Catholic who would attend church every Sunday at St. Aidan's Church in Massachusetts.
Later on in Kennedy's life, he was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald, a 24-year-old man at the time of the attack on Kennedy, and that did result in JFK being pronounced dead at the Parkland Hospital in Dallas, Texas, on November 22, 1963.
He was shot during the parade of presidential motorcades through Dealey Plaza, Dallas, Texas. On November 22, 1963, the Zapruder film surprisingly caught the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas. The newly inaugurated President Lyndon B. Johnson initiated an investigation into the claim that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone on the fateful day, known as President's Commission on the Assassination of President Kennedy. This topic goes with debate and diplomacy because of the fact that there is so much debate on how Lee Harvey Oswald may or may not have been the lone assassin on November 2nd, 1963.
He also could have acted with someone else that had the same idea of assassinating JFK. Now, some people believe that he was just the only one shooting JFK. In the Zapruder film made on November 22, 1963, it shows that Kennedy was shot from different angles, making people then believe that he did not act alone on the horrendous day.
The Warren Report is over 700-page list of evidence about the murder of JFK, both with and against the accusation of if Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. Some people believe that the actress from this time, Marilyn Monroe, had something to do with the assassination of JFK because it is believed that she was having an affair with him at this time. Our first piece of evidence is the Zapruder film. The Zapruder film was made on November 22nd, 1963.
The Zapruder film is a video showing the moment when JFK was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald and possibly some other people helping out to assassinate him. The assassination happened during a 10-mile motorcade with the Connollys.
After the film was shown to the public and Oswald was convicted for the crime, people started speculating that another person helped Oswald in this tragic case.
The reason people were believing that someone else helped Oswald was because in the video, the Zapruder film, it shows that bullets are coming from different angles and attempting to shoot Kennedy and his wife and some other people in the vehicle, including the actual vehicle. This shows that Lee Harvey Oswald was likely not acting alone in the assassination of JFK. The film also shows JFK being shot in the head in different places while his wife frantically tried to survive.
Sadly, JFK did not survive and died around 30 minutes later at Dallas Parkland Hospital.
Our next piece of evidence is the Warren Commission. The Warren Commission was a report that was released on September 24, 1964. The Warren Commission was made by Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson, who later became president after JFK died.
The Warren Commission helps prove our thesis that Lee Harvey Oswald was not alone in the assassination of John F. Kennedy, because it is around 880 pages of evidence for both sides of the argument.
This shows that the case could have gone both ways, because there's much evidence that Lee Harvey Oswald did not act alone, but there's also a lot of evidence that Lee Harvey Oswald did act alone in the assassination of JFK.
Although in the end, the Warren Commission decided that they thought that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, there is still much evidence that Lee Harvey Oswald didn't act alone, and it is still entirely possible that Lee Harvey Oswald could have acted with others on the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
If two or more people planned to try and kill JFK, and at least one of them actually went on with the plan and killed him, it would result in JFK's death, which it did. Many people believe that LHO killed Kennedy but was not the lone shooter.
Thompson's new book, Last Second in Dallas, comes to a startling conclusion about Lee Harvey Oswald, who was arrested for shooting the president from the 6th floor of the Dallas School Book Depository in Dallas. Thompson read to us whatever Lee Harvey Oswald did or did not do on that Friday 50 years ago. He did not kill John F. Kennedy.
In conclusion, we think that Lee Harvey Oswald did not act alone because the Zapruder film shows multiple angles that the shots were coming from, and the Warren Commission has many pages of evidence to support Lee Harvey Oswald not acting alone. Another reason that we think Lee Harvey Oswald did not act alone in this book, Last Second in Dallas by Josiah Thompson, Thompson says that Lee Harvey Oswald did not kill JFK, and that means that someone else was helping Lee Harvey Oswald in the assassination of JFK.